is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Jim in Palm Harbor. Hey, what's going on, brother?
Hey, how you guys doing today?
Doing great, man. How you been?
Oh, great. I really appreciate you and Tommy. You do a great job, great work, and I really appreciate it. I watch you every day.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here, man. Let's go to Sylvia in Tampa. Hey, Sylvia, how you doing?
Hey, Tom. Good morning. Thank you so much for taking my call. I want to tell you thank you so much for the advice you gave me on dust yesterday. I exited when you told me, and I made a healthy profit for a very short period. So thank you.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Always do your best, but don't overdo. When you overdo, you deplete your body and you go against yourself, and it will take longer to accomplish your goals. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 169, Nasdaq off 99, S&P's down 23, gold contract down $16.70 at 11.84, silver down 60 cents, $14.45 an ounce, light sweet crude off $2, $65.04 a barrel, notes and bonds, 10-year note up 8 ticks, 120.12, 30-year up 21, 144.22. We get the 10-year yielding right now, folks, 2.857%. So in the last 90 days, the high is 3.11, the low is 2.78. King dollar down 65 ticks, trading 96.540. The euro is trading at a price point of 113.53 to $1 US. The yen is at 110.68 to $1 US. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? You're coming off the highs. You get some juice behind the move. SPY has already done 71 million shares. That's after making a high on the 8th of August with 42. So what do we have out here? You're going against your lower swing point. The 281.67. So we came down to 280.16. Now, this is where it's going to get intriguing. This is what it is. If we get back inside $280.41, you are in the lower range. That sets up a whole different game. The reason it sets up a different game is that we broke out of this range. This is a long range, folks. This range started back in February, went all the way over to July 17th. July 17th, we broke out of that range. Bottom line, number one, coming back in the range is a big deal. A larger deal is coming back in the range with volume, and that's what we are doing. So we'll see how this shakes out coming into the close. That is on the SPY. NDX 100, we take a look at the 3 Qs. 3 Qs are also down on volume, monster volume, by the way, with 3 Qs. 3 Qs had made a high last week with 18 million shares. We did 44 million already today. Now, the 3 Qs have a lot further to go to get back inside the lower range. We're at 179.12. They'd have to get back inside 175.21. Small caps. We take a look at the small caps. What do you have with the small caps? Small caps also a big volume. You're at 166. Small caps also they have a long way to go inside the range, the lower range. I suspect what we do have with the small caps, we're at 166. It's going to be making its way to 162. Now, that doesn't even get you back in the range. The lower range in the small caps of 160. But you are coming down, and you have some juice on the way down. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? They're taking gold apart once again. We go take a look at this gold contract now. What we do have with gold is this. Okay, so this has been a one-way trade since April 18th. April 18th, gold's at 1377. Today we hit 1181. We're at 1183, so we're talking a couple $100. What we also have is that you have an ABC structure on the way down here. Now, your A point is 1244. 1244 is established on the 26th. Your B point is laying out here at 1212. So we got 24, 34, 44. You get 34 bucks. Your C is laying out at 1225. So what you have done is that you've finished a one-to-one ABC structure on the way down. What we don't have is that we don't have a rejection of lower price. So bottom line, this could very well go to a 1 to 1.50 or a 1 to 1.618. If I take this and I put this on a continuous contract and bring this back, what we're going to see is this. We broke the 1194 swing point. The next swing point down here, the high of the low is 1164. The low is 1123. Let me put this on a monthly and see how that's setting up. So on a monthly, yeah, he's still at the same numbers, 1142. Well, actually, what's pretty interesting is this. This is pretty wild. So in monthly's totally set up differently. I got to look at this again. Yeah, well, bottom line is that you can get into lower prices. We go take a look at the GLD. What the GLD did out here, GLD's down $1.66. We are trading at $111.40. This is coming into the lows that were established out here in December of 2016. We're right at the highs of the lows, actually. King Dollar. What do we have with King Dollar? So this will get kind of intriguing. If we take King Dollar and we put King Dollar on a continuous contract, we're at 96,540. Now, King Dollar was going after and finally took out the highs of 2017, October of 2017. That number was at 95, approximately 95,200. We got into the 96.86 area today. We're at 96.54. Now, what's going to be intriguing is this. That area right there would be, let me see if it's a Fibonacci number also. One second. So that area is ice. It's ice. It's where another downdraft had actually started. It's not quite the 618. The 618 retracement would be getting you up to 97,772. What we did do today is this. We went into the downdraft from May of 2017. This is that week we went from, the dollar basically got destroyed. We went from 99,140 to 96,965. Now what we did, we peeked our head into that today, gave it up. We'll see whether it's going to be a normal retracement. A normal retracement would mean you just pull back with light volume, you build some more cars for a higher price, or in fact, do you get volume on the way down? And if that's what you get and you get back inside the lower range, then that's a whole different animal. 877-927-6648. We have Micron Tech is trading down $3. You got Macy's down $6.50. You got $6.25 rather. Microsoft is off $1.71. You get Citigroup off $1.48. Come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Let's go over and we take a look at the energy market. So XLE, folks, bottom line, taking out a full consolidation. XLE right now is down 259. If we take a look at this, what you're going to see is that this XLE has been consolidating since April of this year. The bottom of that consolidation is approximately 73. Top of that consolidation was 79, and it took it out with volume. So if we set this up, what you have here is that pretty intense, actually, because on the weekly charts, this is the last time we had a big downdraft like this, was that February 9th area, the first week of February as well as the second week of February. And it looks to me like that's right where we're going. You know, when you take a look at this chart setup, the XLE then had gone, we started out February 1st at $77.47. We ended up on the 9th of February at $64. And what hasn't happened inside the XLE is that we haven't tested the $64.45, and that's where that baby looks like it's going. ExxonMobil, Chevron, which are the 2 largest weighting structures in there, also down. Chevron's down $1.40, trading at $76.90. We go take a look at Chevron. Chevron's down $4.66. This thing's really taking a beating, man. Holy cow. It's interesting, you know, I look at these both stocks quite a bit, and it seems that Chevron is always stronger than Exxon until there's a downdraft, and then they blow apart Chevron. But bottom line, they're blowing it apart right now, no doubt. That took out the whole consolidation. Going back from April, you're down $4.50. And this it's interesting. It's the exact same setup, exact same bars, high volume low, $108. Well, right now we're at 117. The financials, so that's your energies. We go over to the financials. We take a look at the XLF. That XLF out here is just trading sideways today. Now, for a type of day that we have in the marketplace, and you know, you have large numbers, folks, but because we're at large numbers, the percentages, you know, inside the NASDAQ are big, but inside the Dow and the S&P, they're really not. The Dow right now is down 0.7, S&P's down 0.8. They have been down 1%. Bottom line, NASDAQ, yeah, NASDAQ leads you up, leads you down, and that's what's happening in this marketplace. The XLF is going to need more volume in order to get to the lower price. Now, it failed at the high of the consolidation we've been in. That's approximately the 28.50 area. 26 is the low of those areas. I suspect we're going to get down there because the amount of flack from the two downdrafts, the first one being February, the second one being March, that is giving the XLF conniptions. And each and every time it gets up to that point, they sell it off, and they sell it off pretty hard. Notes and bonds, we've been saying for quite some time they want higher price, lower yield. Yes, it's deviant. It's amazing, actually. But bottom line, that's what they want. If we go to the TLT, which is the ETF for the 20-year bond fund, that's the Treasuries. Also, TLT out here, up 74 cents today. TLT, I suspect we're trading 120.87. Same day, the 29th, 30th of May, 122.52. That's the number that they're looking to go after. Let's go into the marijuana market. Okay, so you get canopy growth, and we've been talking about canopy for a while. The reason being is well, there's a couple different reasons. One of the biggest ones, when we really started picking up on canopy, was the fact that you had Constellation Brands. That was the first liquor company that came inside the pot business. And when they did that, they had bought 8.68% of the business. When they did that, you know, it's like, okay, here we go, meaning that if you're in the booze business, you're in the basically same type of business, right? When you go look back at Prohibition, you look what 1 second booze was illegal, the next second it's legal. Guess what? The business, whether it's restaurants or whether it's all of the above. So Constellation Brands came in the business. This morning, last night, they not only came in the business, folks, they came in the business hand over fist. So Constellation Brands has been around for 70 years. Makes its money off beer, wine, whiskey. Now, they bought out, what's this? Monster Wine Company. Oh, there it is, Robert Mondavi. They bought out Mondavi quite some time ago. So they're a monster in the business, in the booze business. Well, they bought 38% of Canopy. They're going to own 30. They bought an additional almost 30% last night. Bottom line, they are not only going to be in the business, but what we're going to end up seeing is that business in the aspect of smoking joints has already changed, but it's going to change pretty dramatically because they're not the only ones that got in the business. What ended up happening, and so picture, Canada is the first G7 country that it's going to be, well, it is totally legal as of October 17th, recreationally. So what you had also, after Constellation got in the business, Molson got in the business, but when Molson got in the business, this is what the difference was. When Constellation got in the business, they didn't say much about it. They basically said that they wanted to test drive this, take a look at it, all of the above. When Molson got in the business, which was only a couple months ago, they specifically got in the business for the aspect of putting THC inside of beer. That was their first press release, that they felt that that's where the business was going. And it's going to be pretty wild because on this one right here, so here you go. This is pretty, I don't know if Molson owns, okay, so let me read you this one. So Molson Brewing Company has started a joint venture with Hydro Apothecary Corporation to develop a non-alcoholic cannabis-infused beverage for the Canadian market. Heineken NV craft brewing label has launched a brand specializing in non-alcoholic drinks infused with THC, marijuana's active ingredient. So what you're going to see here, let me pull this down a little bit more. October 17th, Canada is going to become the first G7 country to legalize pot for recreational use. U.S. federal law still prohibits the use of the drugs. of the drug, but states from California to Colorado have made it legal. Let's see. So, okay, Canopy, based in Smith Falls, Ontario, has specialized in medical marijuana and doesn't currently have operations south of the border. Entering the U.S. may create challenges for its listing in the Toronto Stock Exchange. Yeah, they won't come into the United States until it's legal. That was when people were calling. That's one of the main reasons I was basically saying that you want to be into Canopy, because they were smart enough, folks, not to. There's no reason to mess with the United States when the whole world is out there. You know, the United States is going to come around to this, but the bottom line, until it comes around to it, you don't want a public company basically taking that risk, and they don't have to take the risk. That's the bottom line. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So we're talking about Canopy growth. So bottom line is that they did the investment last night. Stock opens up big. It opens up about $16. Right now it's up $10. It's trading out here at 42.13. It hit 48.85, and at 48.85, folks, if you just want to see high volume lows and high volume highs are going to get hit. And bottom line is that this had it all. Had a high volume high at 48.76, and there's going to be another high volume high at that number. Now let's go look at a few others, because what you are going to have, one of the Tigers was saying, like, where's Bud? And there's no doubt about that. What you're going to see I suspect out here is that when Molson came in with their investment, they actually had inside the statement that they also felt that that marijuana business was going to hit their basically liquor business. So what you're going to see out here, what I expect we're going to see, is that you're going to see other liquor companies coming into this business. So let's go through a few of these. So ACB, let me just see how many of these are moving. These are all traded on the ACB. These are traded up in Canada, but we can trade them in the United States. I'm just saying that they're on the Canadian exchange. So this one here, this is Aurora Cannabis. The low for the year is 238. The high is 1520. And this has had trouble. Now, this is interesting. You know, this has been a one-way route on the way down. Went from 1198. You know, get a bounce today, but no big deal. And that probably has to do with, see, they were all waiting for the Canada to be basically recreational. So when you look at these numbers, watch these numbers, folks, in this Aurora. So they do 62 million this year. They were expecting to do 449 million next year. They're not going to do 449. There's no way that they haven't changed that number since, you know, in Canada in general, it has been going forward, but it's been delayed a few times, a few months. And I believe that that's why that's probably going one way. Let me pull another one up. We got this one here is APH. So let's take a look at this. This is, no, APHCN, APHCN. Okay, so this is trading at 1019. The low for the is 571. The high is 24. Yeah, this is coming off the bottom, too. It's interesting, you know, that the thing that's intriguing is that when you do pull these up, the only one that seems that had traction along the way, too, was Canopy. So let's go back to Canopy for a second. I'm curious as to what Canopy numbers are. And these numbers, I suspect, are going to be skewed also because of the fact that this didn't accelerate as fast as they thought it would inside of Canada. So last year they did 77 million. They just come out with the numbers yesterday. They did 25 million. They're expecting to do 346 this year. They won't do that either. There's no way you're gonna go from 25 and get that type of acceleration. They'll get it, but bottom line, it will take a little bit longer. They're still in a losing situation, meaning it looks like they're going to be all the way through 2019. That's not going to mean much in the aspect of having that much bread, because you talk about bread inside the kitty, that is a monster number inside the kitty. And if we go back to them for a second, what they plan on doing is this. Right now, I believe they're in 11 countries. They will expand. Let's see. Okay, so this is a quote by Bruce Linton, who's the chief executive officer. This is rocket fuel. We're going to be way more global. Right now, you have, let's see, how many countries are they in? Okay, it's the first. There it is. Okay, so Canopy is in 11 markets around the world, said it would make international growth a priority. The company is putting hard guidelines on how it plans to use the influx of capital, though its target acquisition lists $1 billion globally. So bottom line is that it's a brave new world out there. Yeah, and thanks, Kelly. Appreciate a couple of the targets that give me a heads up. So what is going to happen in Canada, but that shouldn't hurt Canopy. It shouldn't hurt any of them, actually. The Ontario government pushed back retail sales to April of 2019. It's only going to be online sales. So bottom line is that if you're up in Canada, Ontario Providence, you can turn around, go online, order your weed. Amazon drone takes it up to your house, drops it off, you're all set. I'm only kidding about the drone, but you never know. You never know. Let's go take a look at some of the high volume equities out here. And we do have some volume out here today, too. So, GE is trading 12.23. We're going to be back to that. It's only down 11 cents, but that's a big number. Macy's getting hit now. Macy's come out with good numbers, folks. Their expenses went up. They're down $6. trading $35. You get Facebook down 242. Nothing seems to faze Facebook. They did the gap down. You know, bottom line, they're laying down there. You get Microsoft down $1.45. We got Citigroup down 128. Take a look at some of the Dow industrial stocks out here. You get Caterpillar off 291. Citigroup's down 127. Let's go to GE for a second. GE, folks, is making its way down to this 1145. This is going to be pretty intense. Oh, look at this. Okay, we made it to 1184 today. Okay, so let's look at this because we've been watching this for a long time, and it's hard to even comprehend that it's actually got down here. 1135 is the number. What 1135 is the high of its low of 2009. So picture this. You get down to $5.70. GE went all the way back up to 33, and that 33 was registered 2 years ago this July, last July. So 2 years and 1 month where, bang, you go down there, and we're going to test it. The real question is that if we test it, are you testing it with too much volume, and do we get into that number? Meaning, do we get into the 1135? If you get into the 1135, GE is going to be putting people in shock. They probably are putting them in shock, but that would mean that 572 is game to get tested. And I suspect what we have with GE, you get the legacy issues out there. What we don't have out there still is a clear understanding of how much they are on the hook for the amount of companies, financial companies this is, and insurance companies, including Genworth, that they sold, that they are on the hook for losses going forward. It's a big number. Well, we don't know exactly what the number is. That's the problem. It seems like at every earnings call, they throw another number out there. They write another one off. And what they're hoping to do, and I can understand what they're hoping to do. What they're hoping to do is, you know, quarter by quarter, they push another $2 billion in and says, oh, we found another $2 billion loss. We found another $2 billion. We found another $3 billion. And they hope that thing gets turned around. They can whittle that down and have the market forget about how many times that each and every time they're coming out with numbers, they basically are not clean numbers. They are numbers of an operational basis, and then there's always another special number that they have to basically throw off, because guess what? The companies are not worth what they were worth. Macy's is down hard. Macy's is 40 million shares. You're breaking a swing point. Macy's looks like it wants to trade to 33. Right now you're at 35.40. Come right back, folks.
Many are The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
The Path of Least Resistance, David White's daily market letter, gives you trade recommendations based on David's proprietary power law vector indicator that put the odds of success overwhelmingly in your favor. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price for each stock and option trade. David combines his years of trading experience along with his background in technology and computing to offer his subscribers his take on the markets on a daily basis. Every trading day by 9:30, David publishes his morning issue of The Path of Least Resistance, along with updates sent out throughout the week whenever there is new actionable trading information. All new subscribers receive a 30-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee. To sign up for David White's daily trading newsletter right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Apple, Apple, folks. Bottom line is that you have a market. Bottom line, you have a lot of red out here. Not in Apple. They're not going to let Apple go below this $1 trillion value for a bit. Apple right now, you're up 56 cents. You're trading $210.30. Now, what's really wild about this, folks, is that my take here is that we have a slow turn. And when I say slow turn, certainly the Dow Industrials hasn't been a slow turn. The Dow Industrials topped out in January 26th. So that's a long time ago in the context of markets. That was the high, 26,661. We're at August 15th. We tried to get up into that last week. It failed getting to the consolidation that has been in place since February. So the supply line was too tough for the Dow. The NASDAQ Composite, as well as the NDX 100, different animal. Those babies topped out at this point on July 25th. What they did do is this. Now, this is what's pretty cool about both of them. You had come down hard on February. If I bring this back, when you're going to see, it's kind of a classic when you take a look at how the trend lines are set up, because what we had done is this. You came down hard when we broke down in February. And you broke hard the week of February 9th. You go back up. You test the top of that trend line, you break again. That being said, now watch how this shakes out, because it's pretty crazy. Then if I take the next one, what you're going to see is that we're right at an additional trend line. And if we break this trend line, you're going to have some trouble in paradise, because this trend line here, we had got underneath it in February. We got underneath it again in April. It's above it. Now it's coming back down into it. So in both cases, folks, the first trend we did break for sure. This trend line here, this is a support trend line. And the last two times that we came down into this trend line, it rejected it. That being said, when you break trend lines with conviction, which is wide price spread accelerated volume, and you get back inside them, there's damage that has to be repaired. The way that we're coming, basically down today is saying, hey, guess what? We're coming down. We have some volume on the expansion on the way down. And if we kind of lay out where we are right now, what is going to happen is that you're going to see that this is the cause building for lower price. Because if you're a bull, what you really want to see is you want to see these equities much lower than they are right now. Because we just went from, the Dow Industrials just popped like 100 points. We were just down 180. Now you're only down 110. Okay, you don't want to see something like that. Well, you'd love to see that if it can come positive, but I don't expect it's going to. This is just the rocking and rolling coming into the close out here. And you'd be a lot better off if we were down hard versus the fighting that's taken place. So inside of the Dow, I'm not sure what, just put the juice inside the Dow. I'm trying to look at it right now, but I can't. Let me see. If I put it this way, we'll see point-wise. Let's see, what is it? Yeah, you get 14 minutes. So point-wise, well, it looks like Boeing might have got a little pop, yeah, because Boeing's only down, putting 47 negative points into the Dow. That's all. Yeah, there you go. It's so intriguing what happens inside the Dow Industrials. So Boeing was down at 228. At 228, Boeing was putting 88 negative points inside the Dow. Now it's only putting 41 because now it's only trading down $7. It's skewed. That's the bottom line. My point more than anything is that what you're going to have here is that you're going to have a market that's basically a little red. You're going to have high volume, however, inside the indices as well as the ETF structures. That's setting up lower prices. If we do go look at the indices right now, you're at 527 million inside the NYSE. That's saying that the NYSE is going to pump in about 850. That's a big volume. The NASDAQ Composite's going to blow out volume. NASDAQ Composite looks like it's going to do about 2.4 billion. Right now, we are at 1.94 billion. So what you're going to have is that you are going to have lower prices. You're going to have volume on the move down. That sets up lower prices coming at us. And of course, what we have, we're going to Thursday, Friday. You're going into the weekend, and we're still, you know, this is a whole currency deal, folks. That's the bottom line. You know, you've heard a million times that, yeah, nothing's going to happen. Turkey's not going to basically implode the rest of the world. Well, it doesn't have to implode the rest of the world. All that has to happen is that you have people on the hook that their currency just got destroyed. European banks are on the hook to Turkey. That's the contagion that takes place. What we have with the lira right now is that the high of 2 days ago was 7.23 lira to $1. Right now it's 5.9, so it's going the right way. We'll go over to the, let's go over to the Rand, because this is a whole, you know, third world country deal also, emerging market. Well, it's interesting. Turkey's, it's not a third world country. But anyway, you got the Rand, the South African Rand, that's trading at 14.56 Rand dollar to $1 US dollar. BCS, let's see. Man, Z's telling me to go look at Barclays. Yeah, Barclays is at a low. Hit a low today, down 23 cents, $9.33. And that's been a one-way route down from 12.50. Look at that high volume low, $6.76. It's going for it. June of 2016. These high volume lows, folks, they're out there and they're going to get hit. It's pretty wild watching this whole thing shake out. You know, it's just a matter of how fast they get hit, when they get hit. They're going after them. That's the bottom line. If we go inside the NDX 100, look at the strength versus the weakness. You have, let's see, price line, that's a dead cat bounce. That's up 1.9%. Workday, that's up 1.4%. You have Insight Corporation is up 0.8%. Now, downside, you have Micron Tech is down 6%. Mercado Libre is down 5%, big number. You get Align Technology down 4.6%, and you get JD.com down 4.6%. All huge numbers, man. Huge numbers in one day. Let's go to Align Technologies for a second. Okay, so that's only coming off the highs. Align is at highs, coming off the highs, coming off those highs with some juice. Go take a look at the Microsoft. So Microsoft, that's coming down with some juice. Nothing heavy, but coming down with some juice. Dow Industrials right now are down 117. NASDAQ is down 96. S&Ps are off 23. What you probably had here, folks, is that the market came back a little bit too quick. You know, we're down a couple hundred, goes down only 100. Didn't make it, 10 minutes left, probably down to 150 when we're closing.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you're going to see right on the top of the carousel, our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes. He is going to be doing a momentum webinar for his subscribers. You can be a subscriber right now. So as you come over to TFNN, you'll see, hit the banner right in the top of the carousel, how to measure real momentum in any market. This is a Mastering Probability subscriber event. It is coming a week from today, Wednesday, the 22nd of August, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. If you do not get his newsletter right now, real easy to do. You can come over to our website. Comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Gets you a great newsletter for the month, as well as this workshop that's coming on next week. So check it out right in the front page of TFNN. Market-wise out here, you get the Dow off $130, NASDAQ is off 92, S&Ps are down 20. You are going to have volume into the move here. We take a look at the SPY. SPY's laying out here with 86 million. That's big volume on the way down. You get the Q's laying out here with 51 million, also big volume. The small caps are laying out here with 24 million. And what we will see is that they'll whack even more than the 24 million coming into the small caps. Small caps coming into the close can get kind of brutal, particularly on a day when you have high volatility and large movement, whether that movement is up or down. And so I expect that you're going to see coming into the close. The indice volume also inside the NASDAQ composite is also going to be large. Right now, you are laying out at $2 billion. I suspect they'll throw about 400 million into the close. We take a look at the NYSE. NYSE more than likely will come in about 850. Right now we're trading out at 558. So that one's going to be an interesting one to watch because you're at 558 at 4 minutes of forward. But they can put volume into that approximately 5 past 4. Stay right there, folks. I'm going to be coming back with some numbers after the close. To recap here, we have the Dow Industrials. They are down 131. NASDAQ is off 92. S&P is off 21. We'll come right back.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Oh, look who we have. It's a beautiful day. Look at our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take it by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay. And
it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But holy I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. August 15th. Pretty amazing. Always do your best. Take action on your ideas. Doing your best means to take action on your ideas. You have many great ideas in your head, but without action upon your ideas, there'd be no manifestation, no results, and no reward. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials finish down 137, NASDAQ down 96, S&P's down 19.5. We take a look at the volumes out here, folks, inside the NYSE. You did 828 million, so you got expansion of volume on the way down. NASDAQ composite 2.2 billion. That'll go up a little bit as next few minutes. Bottom line, you get volume on the way down. Gold contract also down 18 bucks. 1182.80. Silver down 61 cents, $14.43. Light sweet crude down 220, trading at a price point of $64.85. Those are all big numbers on the way down. We had the silver contract down 4%. You had the oil contract down 3.2%. We had the gold contract down 1.4%. We get over and we take a look at the gasoline market. So gasoline, of course, we want to look at that because that affects all of us. This came under the $2 level on the wholesale level out here today. We're at $199.25. We are going to be going into this 197 area. Now that's the lows. That's the lows that were generated out here inside this consolidation. Bottom line, we'll see whether we can handle those lows. We break those lows, you get some real action. That real action would be down to the 178 wholesale number. Huge number. Notes and bonds, bottom line, they still want higher price, lower yield. Pretty amazing, actually, because we know that the Federal Reserve, probability-wise, they're going to go up on short-term rates again in September. The next raise inside short-term rates would bring the effective rate bank to bank from 2 to 2. The range is 2 to 2.5. Right now, you're at 1.91, the effective range. You get a 94% probability that that's going to happen. Now, what we did out here with the 10-year today is this. We came into the swing point. You got 1.7 million contracts, so you get contract volume behind it. We have a high volume swing point May 30th, 121.03. That wants to get tested. 30-year, same type of setup inside the 30-year, meaning that we still have that high volume swing up there. You came in with volume today. Right now, the 30-year, 144.21. Your price point is 144.28, and I suspect we're going to go after it. We take a look at the TLT. TLT, bottom line, up 70 cents today. You're at 120. That wants to get into this 122 area. Cisco, let's go take a look at Cisco. Cisco being the technology company. Let's make sure this is the one that's just come out with numbers. Yeah, it is. Okay, so Cisco closed at $43.86. That is trading at $44.37 right now. Let's see what they have to say. Okay, so the fourth quarter earnings per share, the estimate had been 69 cents. They made 70. Revenue estimate, 12.77 billion. They made 12.8. Bottom line, they made their numbers. Nothing heavy. Yeah, the price spread out here today from 44.50 down to 43, and right now we're trading at that 44.26. So not a lot of push there. Macy's came out with numbers this morning. When you're looking at Macy's, what you have is this. Macy's was down $6.67 today. We came down with monster volume. Now, what's intriguing here is that Macy's come out with good numbers. They just sold that baby off, and they sold it off in spades. So Macy's is game to get into $33.40. That's where we broke out from. In May, if we go bring this back, we put this on a 3-year basis. What you're going to see is that you came up to ice. This is pretty amazing, actually. That's what we did. This is dangerous, actually. Yep, you came up to ice and gave it up. So let me pull this back a bit and let me see how this is set up. Yeah, you did a 0.382 retracement. You come up to ice and gave it up. It's dangerous. Good old Macy's. You know, bottom line, I suspect what that's all about. You know, they come out with numbers. What the market was looking at is that they had to up their expenses in order to come out with those numbers. But guess what? That's what's going to happen until they get everything else straightened out. Some of the high volume equities out here today. Well, here, let's go first inside the NDX 100. So NDX 100 in general, folks, likes bringing the market up and also likes bringing it down. The laggards inside the NDX 100 today, bringing it down. You had Micron Technology down 6% or $3. Mercado Libre was down 5% or $18.72. You had Align Technology down 4.9% or $18.21. You had JD.com down 4.4% or $151. So there was big numbers out there. Inside the Dow Industrials, it's kind of spread all over the place. Bottom line, it's always Boeing that either brings you up or brings you down. And what you have inside the Dow, Boeing put 50 negative points in, Chevron 31, Caterpillar 19, United Health 19. When you go inside the XLE, the oil and gas service stocks, they got taken apart. We did 26 million shares, blew apart the whole consolidation we've been in since the 14th of April. And what you have out here, I suspect what we're going to see is that now you're going to go right after the high volume low from February. High volume low from February is laying out there on all these indices. Right now in the XLE, we're at 71.91. That high volume low is 64.45. So it's one big number. And, you know, it's pretty clear. Let me bring this back actually a little bit further. Yeah, this has been a long consolidation that the XLE has been in. You know, if we pull the XLE back, the XLE is trading at the same price it was trading in October of 2007. Pretty amazing. And this bounce here, this last bounce was actually anemic. So we get game down to $60 is the high of that low. $40 is the low. So that's game. It's game out there in spades. Stay right there, folks. We're going to be coming right back, talking more markets. We're talking with our man, Mr. Jim Prince, the Dow Industrials. closed down 137, NASDAQ down 96, S&P's off 19.5. Come right back with Jim.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A shares hot or not? If you trade China A shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now traded down, closed down 137. The NASDAQ was off 96. S&P's off 19. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Jim Prince, as we do each and every Wednesday at 20 past the second hour. Jim has a great business over there. It's gbemembers.com. That's where you can check them out. Greatest business on earth. Jim Prince, welcome back to TFNN.
Hey, Tom. How are you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Doing pretty well, doing pretty well. A lot of action today, huh?
A lot of action, man, no doubt. We get some volatility, you get some movement, we get the commodities moving, we get the indices moving, we get the currencies moving. Pretty cool.
Yeah, no doubt. A lot of opportunities out there for sure.
So let's start off. I have your charts out here, Jim, right? So crude had such a big day out here. Why not start right with crude, right?
Yeah, that sounds like a plan. Yeah, so one of the things that we talked about here last week was when price moved down into this green zone that I have on my chart.
Yes.
Yeah, that big red candle when it broke out of the triangle pattern. Well, then we consolidated. But during our last get-together, I chatted about filling in the ellipse, and you can see it did it today by golly. Just a massive move today, all the way down, testing the next support zone. So I think we could even see a little bit further movement before we get some sort of reaction here, but generally big days like that, we oftentimes will see a little bit of consolidation.
Yeah, they took it apart. There's no doubt. I guess the driving season too. I mean, the driving season's almost over. So that they had a build out here today, folks. So oil was weak anyway. The last night the API number came out. That was basically weak. Oil came down. The EIA number came out this morning. The build was over 6 million barrels, folks. It's like we have oil coming out of our ears. So,
yeah, and that kind of, Tom, flows right into what we showed last week, was the seasonal cash chart, the tendencies for the year, and how we generally tend to sell off here going into the end of the year. So right now we're kind of in step with that.
Yes. So the next one I have is December copper.
Copper, all right.
Look at that thing. Holy cow. I guess China's not going to buy anything this year.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. We had a nice triangle consolidation pattern there, a little flat bottom triangle, which was really established yesterday. Just exploded through it today, and it just blew right through my zone. And so it was a massive, massive movement, and which again is pretty much here in step with the seasonal activity.
Okay. And when we're looking at this, I guess, I can't, is this, oh, that's a monthly chart. Oh, I see what's happening. Okay.
Yeah, that's actually a daily chart.
Oh, it's a daily chart. Okay. Yeah. I see down the bottom. Yeah, that's different. Okay. So on the daily, we're coming into, they're coming to where we broke out from April. This is going to get intriguing then. So. Yes. And what you have here, folks, is that what we did is this: we broke topside in April, and we went to 65 cents, and then it shot up to the 72. We're coming right down to that level. And you break that, we break this, the 62, then you're talking some $57, $55 a pound, which is pretty wild. 57 cents a pound, rather.
Yeah.
Wild. Okay, so next we have cotton. Oh, cotton. So, hey, listen, cotton, I like that. Man, maybe we'll stop buying cotton clothes again. Maybe we'll be able to breathe.
That's right. You never know, huh? Well, another thing here, just a lot of selling in the commodities today, and this is another great example, just a big move to the downside. We had a huge run-up from the end of last year into the spring, and actually topped out there in early June, and then sold off pretty quickly, ramped up a little bit again on a 50% retracement in that box that I have on the chart there.
Yes.
And just, well, you can see it kind of fell out of bed here, right into support again. Very strong momentum, and you'll note on the middle pane there, the green and red line that I have on the chart. That's my momentum indicator, and I have a little line drawn across those two peaks.
I see that, yeah.
Yeah, and you compare that same area on price, you see that divergence there. So anticipating that price was going to start moving lower, and boy, it sure did.
And when we're looking at the, I never traded cotton in the futures. Is that liquid? Yeah.
Well, it's not the most liquid market, but yeah, you can get pretty decent fills. You just have to use limit orders.
Sure. And then we're going to go back and we're going to take a look at, I believe, the chart that you were talking about a little bit earlier. This is copper, high-grade copper.
Yeah.
With the 10-year, right?
Exactly. And if we focus on that blue line there, you can see how price tends to peak in July. If we go right down to the 7th month is July.
Okay.
And now we're into August, and gosh, you can see how much the seasonal tendency is for the cash market over the last 10 years has been really a strong selling right into November.
Look at that,
gosh,
huh?
We're kind of right into that track again.
So that's pretty intriguing. I wonder if that's, just what that is. People taking off in the summer, China deciding that they're doing their build-outs between May and July. Who knows, I guess. Right? That's intriguing, though. So in each time, it seems like, what is the yellow price now, the yellow bar?
Yeah, that's just an average price change.
I see. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So,
okay. I got it.
The big guy here is the blue line.
Yep. And that's saying, from July down to August, you have trouble in paradise.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, when we take a look at these markets, there's no doubt currency-wise, it's kind of intriguing because we did have the dollar basically has been going up for 2 or 3 weeks. It broke out of its consolidation. I guess the real question is going to be, can that dollar keep going? Because if that dollar gets up into those 98, 99, the index, that's gonna put a beating on these commodities.
It sure is, and just the last 4 sessions or so have been very strong. And after broke out there around the 95-ish level.
Yes.
And yeah, just a continuation. You're absolutely right as far as the lower commodity prices. And I think the way I look at this chart is that we're bound here for a pullback of some sort here in the very near future. So I would look for that, and then maybe a continuation there, because I still show very, very strong energy or momentum to the upside.
Right, and this has been quite a move, folks. When you actually take a look at, the dollar index April 17th was at 88. Now we're only at 96, but the dollar is not like a stock. You get a 10-point move in a currency, and this is a basket full of currencies, but that is one big number. And it's intriguing, Jim. It really doesn't show the strength of the actual dollar going against some of these emerging market currencies, because the emerging market currencies have got smoked, of course, because of the start of the lira going downtown, and then you have the rand going downtown. Pretty heavy numbers, man.
Yeah, very much so.
So let's talk about your website for a second. So when you come over to Jim's website, folks, you're going to see it's gbemembers.com. So tell folks exactly what you do over there, Jim.
Yeah, sure. So the basis of that site is all about commodity futures trading, educational aspect. I have a ton of videos on there. We have some our main manual, or getting started manual. So if you're new to the futures market, that's kind of an introduction there.
Okay.
We also have our NADEX binary course on there as well, so we do a lot with that as well.
Nice. So you can check it out, folks. It's gbemembers.com. You can pick up Jim each and every day, of course, right over at the NADEX site. And the way that you can get here, he writes over there at the NADEX site, folks. If you go to TFNN, you're going to see under NADEX News. Check it out. Jim, it's always a pleasure. You have a great week, safe week. Look forward to speaking to you next Wednesday.
Thanks, Tom. You too.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow finished down 137, Nasdaq off 96, S&P is off 18. And just to recap that volume inside the NYSE, we did 828, so you get the expansion of volume there. Inside the Nasdaq Composite, you did 2.2, also have the expansion of volume there. Now, restaurants. We are eating like wildfire in restaurants. This is quite a number, so check this out, folks. The spending at U.S. restaurants surged over the past 3 months by the most on record, okay? Sales at food service and drinking establishments rose 1.3% in July to 61.6 billion, the Commerce Department reported today. Now, if you want to hear a number, folks, this is like pretty intense. So the last 3 months, no, the 3-month annualized gain to 25.3%. That is the fastest pace since 1992. And of course, in 1992, you didn't have as many restaurants to start with. So we are eating out hand over fist. Let's see what else they're saying here. So, okay, so such historic gains caught the attention of 2 economists, which indicate consumers remain quite comfortable with their personal financial situation and the economic outlook. Of course they do. If you're blowing money at eating out, folks, okay, bottom line, it's great to eat out, no doubt about that. I eat out a lot, okay, I like eating out, but you're definitely spending more money than you have to spend most of the time. But guess what? That's part of the deal right now. Last month, McDonald's reported again the key measure of same-store sales. Its customer traffic fell in its home market in the U.S. Across the industries, restaurants are increasingly pushing delivery and discount to attract diners. While you get the delivery aspect is pushing not just fast food, any type of restaurant up pretty dramatically. There's no doubt about that. So let's go. Let me go see if. I'm curious. Is Capital Grille? I don't think Capital Grille is public anymore. I think that went private. What other? Let's see. Steak restaurants. Well, restaurants. We got Outback is private again. You know what's going to end up happening? We're going to end up seeing a couple of these go public with these kinds of numbers. That's what I suspect you're gonna end up seeing. Those are big numbers, though. No two ways about it. Imagine you get an expansion of 23.5%. That is one monster number. Tesla. So what seems that we're going to have happening now, folks, is this. So Elon Musk was basically the Teflon person, period. What I mean specifically, he could basically say anything, almost walk on water. He could keep raising money in a huge way, never really turned into a problem. Billions and billions of dollars, by the way. Now, the equity is still at the highs. You know, well, when I say still at the highs, you're $50 off the high, but, you know, guess what? When you're $338 stock, it's not that bad where you are. That being said, what I expect you're going to see here is that you're going to see some problems first in Tesla, and then somehow, some way, Tesla is going to go make it back to these highs. The news out here today, Tesla received a subpoena from the United States Securities and Exchange Commission regarding Musk's effort to take the company private, indicating that the regulatory scrutiny of his statements have reached a more serious stage. Now, if you remember, they had already come out and leaked that they had already been investigating Tesla because of the statements that Musk had made in the past about how many cars he was going to be able to push out in so many months. When he came out with the tweet at 12:43 the other day that he was going to take it private and that he had excuse me, folks, that he had the funding fully secured, that was his crucial mistake, funding fully secured. Anyway, to make a long story short, what I suspect we're going to see out here is that first you're going to have a problem with Tesla, meaning the stock wants to go lower, and that all being said and done, it looks to me like this run in Tesla is not over. It's a large consolidation. The top of the consolidation is 389. Your bottom is laying out here at 248. You know, so I can see it down to the 248 before to the 349. But what we do have is you have Tesla now, because of the tweet, that has a high volume high. And high volume highs, folks, markets don't end, equities don't end on high volume highs. They go up, they get tested, whether they either make it or break it, you know. So it's going to be pretty, we'll see how this whole thing shakes out. You get, Cisco came out with numbers after the close. Cisco came out with numbers after the close, $43.86. That is trading up 45.20. That's not big enough to basically do anything to the equity. You had Canopy Growth out here, Constellation Brands. They are getting into the marijuana business in a very large way. This is one of the largest legal marijuana companies out there. They do revenue of $25 million a quarter. That's what they're doing right now, and that's without Canada is going to be going totally recreational, legal on the 17th of October. So they expect those numbers are going to go up exponentially. That being said, you had Constellation Brands come in. They now own 38% of that company. What you can expect, what I expect we're going to see out here, is that we're going to have Constellation Brands will end up running that company. And we'll see how many more companies they're going to buy. Darden. Thanks, Tom. Appreciate that. Okay, so let's go look at Darden Restaurants. So Darden... Okay, Darden's trading at 112. This brings us back to those numbers that I just gave you inside the restaurant business. So this equity here is trading $112.34. Yeah, you're at highs. Look at that acceleration. Okay, so going back to 2008, it was $11, so it's a 10-bagger. We take a look at the growth. It's not that, it's interesting, it's not that big. So you have, they did $8.8 billion 2014, they're going to do 8.1 this year, 8.5 next year. So it looks to me like that growth number that I gave you, and that totally makes sense. It's not necessarily these, you know, this is the Olive Garden, this is Longhorn Steakhouse, this is fine dining. I think inside of that they own some of those big fine dining steak restaurants also. What you do have is that there are many restaurants, newer restaurants out there that we all go to. It's a big deal. What blows my mind is that looking at the amount of money that they can put into a restaurant first before they even open. But guess what? When you start talking that a restaurant's taking in millions of dollars, well, different animal. Dow finished down 137, NASDAQ off 96, S&P's off 18. Come right back, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools, as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. And we start talking treasuries. So check this out. This is, bottom line, at this point in time, folks, what you have the 10-year treasury trading at 120.10, 30-year at 144.18. Now, the 10, they're both important, but the 10 is important because that's what our mortgage rates are off. So we're 2.862. The Federal Reserve, they're going to go up on rates again in September. That's short-term rates, it's bank-to-bank rates. That's the only thing they actually control. What we have had happen is this. There's still a lot of demand for treasuries. The largest treasury 10-year note auction was last week, and that was the largest one since 2007. And there was $2.93 going after every dollar of debt. So that's a strong auction. That being said, over here, we'll take a look at the longer-term debt and where we stand. It's pretty cool. So what this story is about is that Turkey and Russia dropped off the major owners of Treasury debt. So Turkey's holdings of bonds, bills, and notes fell 42% in the first 6 months of this year, dropping to $28.8 billion. According to the Treasury Department that was just released about a half hour ago. What the Treasury does is this. If you are a holder of more than $30 billion of bonds, bills, and notes, bottom line, you are considered a major holder of U.S. debt. Russia had also been previously in the top 10 foreign creditors also remained off the list. Russia right now, that is at a decade low. They only hold $14.9 billion of the Treasury debt. Now check this number out, though. This number is scary. Okay. This is not the number that's scary. But so China is the largest holder. Right now, they also fell, though. They fell by $4.4 billion. They own $1.18 trillion. That's correct. Japan is the second largest owner of our debt. They own $1.03 trillion. So check this out. Between right now, foreign ownership of our treasuries, this is according to the Treasury report today, is $6.21 trillion. Out of that, you have 30% is owned by China and Japan. 1.18 trillion in China, 1.03 trillion in Japan. You know, bottom line, you have to do something with those dollars. And, you know, when we take a look at the interest rates, watch this. When you take a look, this is what is so wild when you look at the interest rate structure. What I can't quite figure out is that why we still have some of the highest interest rates, but bottom line, this is what we have. When you look around the world, if we go to Europe, now these are all 10-year rates. You know, Spain is 1.43%. So people are giving the money to the government of Spain for 10 years, they're getting 1.43%. They give it to Germany at 0.3%. France, 0.6%. United Kingdom, 1.2%. Bottom line, we're at 2.8. So you can see why someone and countries in general want to own our debt. The reason I'm bringing that up, you know, when you look at the structure of all these catfights that we're having, the easiest way to basically really have a fight with someone is not give them the money. That's not going to happen here, you know, because when you look around the world and look around the world rates, bottom line, you have to feed the top dog, and the top dog happens to be the USA. And the way that that fed and gets done, so picture how that gets done, though. Picture that the dollar is king around the world, okay? Bottom line, people need dollars. Why do they need dollars? Because still oil and commodities are priced in US dollars. That's production, right? That being said, what ends up happening as all these goods that we buy off China, because China's the king dog at producing everything, they got to put those dollars to work. Best way to put those dollars to work is to get them back, you put them into the treasuries. You can see how that big circle just goes round and round. You know, so there's a lot of pieces to the circle that's out there. The problem child right now, there's a few of them. One of the largest ones is this tariff issue, because what happens with the tariff issue is that another 2 or 3 months, we're all going to forget about why these tariffs even started. And then you're going to have jobs that are going south, companies that are going south, all of the above. If you remember, the first tariff that they put on was steel, right? Well, guess what? Let's go look at U.S. Steel. You want to see what U.S. Steel has done? U.S. Steel had a high in March of $47. We're at $29. Not doing a thing for it. U.S. Steel's looking to go down to $18. Big number. Aluminum. Aluminum was next, right? Okay, so let's go take a look at aluminum. And in the case of the aluminum, Alcoa already pleaded with the administration, you know, to bottom line, don't do this, okay? Bottom line, what does aluminum do? Alcoa goes from $62 to $40. Big numbers. So there was a story yesterday, too, out of, it was on the Bloomberg. It was a window maker that was out of Colombia. And I suspect, you know, there's these manufacturers, they got to hustle to figure out where they can manufacture that they don't get hit with tariffs, because in the picture in the window business, the window business, folks, is a very large business. Windows, hurricane-proof windows are very expensive. That's the bottom line. They're aluminum windows. There's a lot of aluminum inside a window. What this story was about is that in Colombia, there's a decent maker of aluminum windows. Sends a huge amount of them right into Florida. We're right next to Colombia. I mean, the other coast is really right next to them. Bottom line, it was a bad quote, that's for sure. He was absolutely elated because of the fact that the upcharge inside the aluminum business had taken his aluminum window business right through the roof, because the spread, more than likely, isn't a dramatic spread inside that business. You start putting, taxes of 10 or 20% on one of your main products, and in that particular case, that does happen to have a huge amount of aluminum inside the product itself, which, aluminum cans are going to have a big number, but there's not a lot of products that are just dependable on aluminum in general or on steel in general. In this particular case, windows are. Bottom line, that's going to be, you can see by just looking at the equities themselves that it hasn't done a thing for the aspect of U.S. companies, jobs, money. All it's done is destroyed value inside the equity. That's going to go to the bottom line, and we'll see how this shakes out, meaning in the aspect of do we start seeing some layoffs come? The layoff deal is going to be a big deal. If that's what happens, get out of the way. The lira today, the lira got a little bit stronger out here today. I believe we're at 5 points to 6.5. We're at 5.9 in the lira. And yesterday, actually Tuesday, we're up at 7.2. Come right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver-producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2019, 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, don't forget, we start programming every trading day right here, 8:30 in the morning. Got a great new program for you. Morning market kickoff. I'm Mr. Jason Path. Brings you right through the market, what happened the prior night, what's going on in today's market. That starts at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, the easiest way to get all the programming at TFNN, just go to YouTube. As you go to YouTube, search in the search bar, put TFNN. It'll pop up. You can subscribe right there. Really easy to subscribe on your phone. All that means it's free. Just means that you'll have a little app. You hit the app. It's up and going. 8:30 in the morning each and every day to 5 o'clock in the afternoon. You get some great programming. Please tell your friends also. Now, as you're over to our website at TFNN, I'm Mr. Steve Rhodes. Momentum webinar with our Mr. Steve Rhodes. This is going to be a live subscriber event. This is coming up a week from today, August 22nd. From 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. Steve's going to be talking about how to measure the real momentum in any market, and we have markets that have momentum right now, folks. Bottom line, whether you're a bull or a bear, take your pick, whether it's commodities, currencies, equities. Bottom line is that in this particular case, currencies are going a few different ways. The commodities and the equities are going one way, and that's going downtown. As you come over to the website, check out the event. Now, it's a subscribers only, but you can be a subscriber to Steve's newsletter on Mastering Probability. The way you do it, you go to TFNN. Well, you can basically hit it. As soon as you go over there, you're going to be able to sign up today by just clicking right on that page. You'll get a 30-day money-back guarantee of Mastering Probability. Check it out on the front page of TFNN. What I expect we're going to see out here, folks, you're going to see a little more pressure as Asia opens up in about 4 hours. Last night, what we did is that we had Asia bottom line down about 0.6% up to 2.5% over in China. In Europe out here today, markets were down about 1.5%. Our markets, you know, bottom line, they weren't down that much. You had the Dow down 0.5%. NASDAQ was off down 1.2%. S&Ps were down 0.7%. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it, step into it, take ownership, and fly with it. Everything you need is inside you. Have a blast with it. Look forward to speaking right back here tomorrow morning, 8:30. Wow! Go get them, folks.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.